Well, they are not a farm animal that many people are familiar with. I'm talking about alpacas. Now, this weekend, many alpaca farms around Connecticut are hosting open farm days to introduce the public to this very lovable creature. And Jan Doyle joins us from Classroom Connections 365. Jan, good morning. How are you?
Good morning.
Happy Thanksgiving, Merry Christmas, however you want to do that.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, whatever you want to do. Let's start with open farm days. Give people a sense of what they can do this weekend, because there's so many things going on this weekend. A lot of people want to avoid a shopping mall like the plague.
Absolutely.
This might be a good idea.
This is a wonderful treat to take the children or the grandchildren. There's an alpaca farm up in Killingworth called New England Alpaca, and if that's not close enough for you, there's other ones around Connecticut. But you can go there and see a real live working farm. Right. And alpacas are the sweetest little things. They have the loveliest little smile. Now, some people on the set mention that they spit, right, but only if you're nasty.
Who said that?
I don't know. I won't mention
I
his
have
name.
an idea.
They hum. At New England, they hum. At New England Alpaca, they call them hummable hummers.
Okay.
Huggable hummers, rather, you know. But so if you go, you get to see a working farm of these adorable little animals. They're adorable. In fact, I'd love to have one. But you can also see fiber that's been shorn. This comes from the alpaca.
Wow.
And then it's spun into yarn, and these are some wonderful...
So this is alpaca, obviously, yarn here.
Yes.
So they dye it and then sell it.
Sell it and feel it. I don't know, is anybody in your family into knitting or crocheting?
My wife is into sewing, but she's never, although Ann Nyberg is into knitting. She's a big, I'm sure she probably uses this. She might even use this.
This is a wonderful fiber. It's not synthetic, and it has a nice texture when you hold it.
Right. And
I went to a fiber festival a couple of weeks ago, and who knew that I would start knitting? And this has this is part...
So is this your work of art right here?
It is. It's
Look
never
at you,
been
Jan.
shown on TV.
Look
it's
at
never been
this.
shown before.
You just learned how to do this?
I picked it up after 20, 30 years. So this and
like this year?
Like 2 weeks ago.
Look at this. This is pretty impressive.
Smell it. Isn't it a wonderful smell?
Oh yeah, it is.
This is part alpaca,
right,
part merino wool. You could just stay home and sniff it all day.
I love your energy with this. This is fantastic. I love when someone's passionate about something like this.
And I love the colors. And it's a wonderful hobby to get the children into.
Sure.
And so then you can make typical products. This is a hat made out of alpaca, mittens. But at New England Alpaca, they have some wonderful books for children.
Well, and I think that's important to tell folks if they want to explore alpaca farm, and they may be nervous with kids and farm, but I mean, you have there's a picture here of this child with very close to this alpaca. They're very good with children.
Very, very good. Very good. And this activity book is loaded with things that you connect to the classroom and you enrich the experience. And there's, in one of these books, you can learn about knitting.
Right.
You can learn about recipes. There's a mask you can make. There's so many fun things to do. But the bottom line is you need to go to an alpaca farm. Right. You haven't lived until you've seen an alpaca.
And I can also say I've never heard that before in my life. You haven't lived until you've been to an alpaca farm.
You haven't lived.
Now, where can we go? I mean, there's the Killingworth one. Are there different areas of the state we can visit?
Yes, there is. In Connecticut Magazine, in this month, there's an ad for one. Go on a search and do New England alpacas or alpacas in Connecticut, and you'll find them in Stonington. You'll find them in the northwest corner. You'll find them all over Connecticut. And you could also consider having your own alpaca farm. I live in a condo, and my condo would frown upon it.
Probably so, right.
Yeah,
the condo association may have an issue with that.
You know, they have so many issues. But if you want, I understand if you want one alpaca, you have to have 4.
Right.
Because they like to be together. And so the condo would be really upset with 4.
But it's a perfect weekend for this. Steve's been talking all morning about how beautiful this weekend's going to be. It's going to be 60 degrees. So this is, if you're going to do this, this is the weekend, obviously.
This is the weekend. And you're outside, you're enjoying nature.
Malls aren't going anywhere.
No. Everything that you would like to do. And then they're going to have demonstrations. You can do felting. You can make, actually, this is a Christmas ornament. Looks like made with, whoops, you almost broke, no. Oh my God. But they have different ornaments, and at the farms, they'll have demonstrations how to take yarn and felt it and make it into other things.
Okay.
Absolutely a great activity for the children.
Now, which farm are you going to be at this weekend?
I'll be at New England Alpaca.
In Killingworth?
In Killingworth.
Okay.
Because I love
Because you can
taking
talk to
pictures.
this woman all day. You can see that she has a hard time talking on television.
Very hard. I
So-
love alpacas.
Okay, Jan, thank you so much for getting
Thank
up with this
you.
morning. You're a
Thank
pleasure to
you.
talk with. And for more
Thank you.
information, you can log on to our website, WTNH.com, click on the Good Morning Connecticut section, and you're going to get all the information you need. Now, still ahead.